Hi friends, today you are going to be working on reading some words that have multiple syllables or finding words that fit different syllable types. Okay, so I wanted us to start by looking at some words and breaking it apart into syllables. And I've got a couple of tricks I wanted to go over with you guys to help you figure out syllables. So the first thing I always do when I am trying to decode an unknown word, especially a multisyllabic word, meaning a word with multiple syllables, okay, the first thing I do is I go through and I look for my prefixes and my suffixes. That's things like re, full, lee. Okay, so I'm going to go through my words here and I'm just going to look for some prefixes and suffixes. This word, nope. Oh, here's re, so I'm going to underline that. Here is full. Don't have any. Here's lee. These two don't have it. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to look for my vowels. And I'm going to underline every vowel. Okay, so this one has 1, 2, 3. Now remember my vowels are A, E, I, O, U. And then sometimes this is where Y comes in sometimes. So here I have E. I have AI. So whenever you have two vowels that go together, remember they're a team. They don't get separated. They're one. And here we have E. Here we have AI again, and U, A, we have A, and then this E here is making this A talk because that's a bossy E at the end of a word, right? Here we have an E and an O, and what is this? Bossy E. Here we have an E and an E and an O and an E. Bossy E though. Here we have an O and an E. We have AI. We have OW. OW is another vowel team that goes together, okay? Here we have an I and an O. All right. Now, after I've gone through and I've found my vowels, so the number of vowels tells me how many syllables it's going to be. So if I look at this one, I've got 1, 2, 3 vowels in there. That tells me this word is going to be a 3-syllable word, okay? So the next thing I do then is I look for consonants that are next to each other that aren't typically together. Okay, so let's look at this first word together. I've got R and N together. Now, I'm trying to think, when I think about my blends or my digraphs, R and N are not a digraph, I know. So I know I can break it right there. So now I've got one syllable, and then I've got two more that I have to break here. So I just kind of have to use my best judgment to figure out where this breaks at. So my first syllable here says car. My next syllable, I can break it. Let's see if this works. I can break it like this, and then it makes it say nigh, or I can break it right here, and it makes it say niv. So let's try it. Car, niv, all. Or would it be better Carnival? Carnival? That doesn't sound right. Let me go back to putting it over here. Carnival. Carnival. See, we figured that one out. All right, here, this one has re, so that tells me that's the beginning of its syllable. That's its syllable by itself. Okay? Now, this DER, I know a lot of times I see DER together and that's its own syllable. So now I found my syllables. Re, main, der. All right, here we've got TH. Those are typically consonants I see together. But THF, that's not. So that's where I'm going to break it. Faithful. Faithful. Okay. Here we've got R and C next to each other. Are those consonants that we normally see together? Is those a blend, you know? So we break it there. AR says R, and then we have bossy E, so k, aid, cade, R, Cade. All right. XP. I don't typically see XP together, so I'm going to break it there. Now I've got PL. Is that a blend that goes together? That's the pull. So I've got X and then plode. Explode. All right. This one is a little bit tricky, this one down here, okay? Because it doesn't follow the normal rules, okay? So what I do when I look at a word like this is I look for parts I know. Well, I know this word right here is phone. So I know that's part of a word. So then I can easily figure out this is telephone. Okay, next one here. So my suffix, it becomes its own syllable. So that's lee. And then look, I've got O consonant E. So, oh, that means my E's being bossy. So I've got lonely, lonely. All right, let's look at this one. I've got N and B together. Those don't typically go together. Now I've got rain and bow, rainbow. All right, here we've got a lot of consonants here in the middle together. N, C, H, W. Which ones go together? Well, I know that NCH can be in words like bench or wrench. So I think it would break right here. Now look down here. RM. That's not super common, but OR is, isn't it? So that tells me that we don't need to break it here because this only has one vowel in it, so we only need to have one syllable here. So this word is inch, worm. Okay, so let me bring up what you're going to be doing today. Your assignment for today is to go into, on Seesaw, you're going to go and you're going to look for words that have long vowel sounds and that match a certain number of syllables. So first you're going to start out with just each of the long vowel sounds and finding a word with one syllable, okay? And then you've got to go into finding each of the long vowel sounds and two syllables, okay? You're just looking for items around your house, okay? So an object with a long vowel A sound and one syllable that I have around my house, cane, like if I had a candy cane, okay? Two syllables might be table, okay? Now I don't want you to use those ones. I want you to come up with your own. Then you have to come up with one with long vowel A that has three syllables and long vowel E with three syllables, okay? I don't think this will be too difficult for you guys. You guys are all super smart and you all are really getting good about being able to decode multisyllabic words. All right, keep working hard. Have an amazing day.